talk about the beautiful words from this book, Tulasi Dalam. So every word, every sentence is making us rethink what we have developed as our beliefs, as our thoughts, as our system, right? So every time I read this book, every time, every page I go through, I find myself new because such a simple wisdom, yet it is leaving me profound imprint on me. And I'm very grateful to Patriji for putting all the wonderful, pearls in this book, my dear friend. So today, the topic is Savikalpa Samadhi. So what is the Savikalpa Samadhi? What is Samadhi? First, let us understand. The Samadhi is a state where you get all the answers within. That is called Savikalpa Samadhi. And when this will happen, when the chitta will come down, when the chitta will become calm like a lake, calm lake, then the energy flow happens, and then the Kundalini activation process happens, right? So during that Kundalini activation process is called Savikalpa Samadhi. So the Kundalini is not at all, not completely activated in Savikalpa Samadhi. So during this process, we started our meditation and we opened our third eye and we are able to see the visions, and we are able to visit the lokas, and we are able to meet the masters and whatnot. Everything is happening in Savikalpa Samadhi, but there is still doubt in us. There is still doubt. Are we on the right direction? Is I'm going in the whatever I am doing, is it right? Or is my meditation is good? Or am I receiving the energy? Am I getting the healing? Am I getting the grace of gurus? All those questions will be there, because this is where the Kundalini activation process is still happening. So still you will visit all the astral worlds, all the other dimensions, higher dimensions. And not only we realize in this state, not only what we see physically is the truth, but there is a reality out there which we cannot see with this physical eyes. In order to see that, we need to develop our third eye, and that's where we see that. So during that process, the things are the things are happening. So still you are getting the answers for your questions. If you have any problems, you are getting the solution, or if you are seeking some help, you are getting the help from someone. So all the things are happening. So the state is called Savikalpa Samadhi. So next state is Nirvikalpa Samadhi, my dear friends. So Nirvikalpa Samadhi is where there is no doubt. Nirvikalpa Samadhi means there is no doubt, no questions, nothing left to know, nothing left to understand, nothing left to read, nothing left to practice. There is nothing to do. So you realize everything during this process. So this state happens after complete Kundalini activation. So this state is also known as the state where there are no questions and there are no experiences to seek in our life, and our third eye is fully activated. And then with the activation of third eye, we are getting activated the third eye, but our third eye became so perfect that we are able to see who is our Purnatma, right? So we also came from the Purnatma, right? So we are able to see who is our Purnatma, who are all the Paramagurus, and which Paramaguru Mandali we are belonging to. All the questions, okay, all the questions, you will realize everything. And also they will know that what is a Janma Parampara, what is a Karma Parampara, what is law of karma, and what is the duties and responsibility of one person. And you will have that complete knowledge, my dear friends, complete knowledge without any questions, without any things, right? So the simple example Patriji gave this is like you are eating, right? So while you are eating also, you feel like to eat this, you feel like to eat that, or you think, oh, is it going to sufficient for me? Is it going to sweet? It is going to be spicy? You are eating, you are in the process of eating, you are in the process of getting full. It's not that you are empty, you're slowly getting full, and you're still eating. So that is like, savikalpa samadhi state. But nirvikalpa samadhi, you are already done eating, right? Now you know it is enough, I had enough. So the completeness, the satisfaction is the example of nirvikalpa samadhi, my dear friends. You know that why you are here. You know how the universe created, and how all the like universes has been created, how the life form taken. All the questions will be answered. Like, if you think from your mind, maybe your mind will not be able to process all the information for so many lifetimes. So that information will come into you, like within a fraction of seconds, I can say minutes, I can say maybe, like, one day, or several days. You will be in that state where the knowing is happening, my dear friends. And that is called nirvikalpa samadhi. And nirvikalpa samadhi is mahaparinirvana sthiti. And that is the dukkharahitya sthiti also. So when our mind gets nirvikalpa, then not only, I mean, we are on the right path, but also we are helping other fellow human beings to be on the true path, or a spiritual path. We are helping them to become the same thing what we have become. So nirvikalpa samadhi is where you know the complete understanding, my dear friends. And the other one is Atmagyanam and Brahmagyanam. So let us understand what is Atmagyanam and Brahmagyanam. Atmagyanam means knowing about oneself. Okay, so what is that? I'm not this physical body. I am a consciousness, and I came from that super consciousness. And only when you will understand is through practice of meditation. So if we have to go from, like, all the stages to Mahaparinirvana, Atmagyana, the soul's wisdom, is the first stepping stone. The soul's wisdom is the first stepping stone. Then what is the last step is Brahmagyana. Brahmagyana means, right? So how the universe formed, how the Srishti came into the picture, and what are the secrets behind, like, in our life and death, and why things are happening so and so way. Why, I mean, you can get all the answers, right? Why sun is rising in the morning and setting in the evening, why so many stars, and there are so many universes, there are so many lives. So everything you will come to an understanding. So that is the state of Brahmagyanam. So Atmagyanam. So Brahmagyanam, in order to reach to that Brahmagyanam, it starts with Atmagyanam only. So once you start knowing about yourself, automatically the things will reveal, and then you will attain it to Brahmagyanam. So without Atmagyanam, without soul's knowledge, you cannot achieve the Brahmagyana. So, and also known as that the one who is trying to find their soul, like I am a soul, whoever is realizing, they called as Rishi. But who is the Brahmagyani means who knows about the like, secrets of the universe. They are the Brahmagyani, and they also known as Brahmarshi. So one sadhu, he wanted to uh, find God very badly. So then somebody said, okay, go and practice meditation, go into yourself, and then you will find God, you will find your Atmarama. And then what he does is, like, every day, from morning to evening, he does a lot of tapas. So while practicing tapas, what happens is, in the meditation, he finds himself as a soul. He finds himself as a soul, and then he goes to his teacher and he says that, okay, that's a beautiful feeling. I found myself as a soul. I'm not this body. I'm the soul. I'm feeling so happy. I am done finding the God, because I'm super happy finding myself. That's what he says. So then what he does is, his teacher says that you please continue your meditation. And then this Rishi, what he does is, okay, he likes that experience, right? Finding himself and seeing himself and realizing he's a soul and he's on a purpose, all these things. So he wanted to have that experience again. So again, he goes into the meditation. And after some time, what happens is he will not see himself, but he finds God, right? So then he feels so amazing. When I try to when again he goes to his guru and says that, I found God. And then guru says to that Rishi that, when you went to find a God, you found first yourself, and when you want to find yourself, you found God. So this means you are nothing but a God, my dear friend. So that is what he wants to express, and he gave that experience to that Rishi. So when you become that Brahmagyani, right? So Brahmarshi or Brahmagyani, so you have a power to create, create a new world, or create a life, create a living beings. You can create anything you want. You become a co-creator. You are taking a bigger part in the creation. So that is called, that is the definition of Atmagyanam and Brahmagyanam. So Atmagyanam and Brahmagyanam both are the same, like it is a part of our journey, my dear friends, and our journey starts with Atmagyanam. And the next chapter is mentioned as Maya, illusion. So let us understand what is this Maya. So in Maya, so they have given the description, what is that Maya, right? Ma means which is not there. Ya means whatever, whichever. Ya means whichever. Ma means not there. So whichever is not there, that is called illusion. So what are the only two illusions are there? So what are the biggest illusions what we face every day is, one is death, my dear friends. So death is a illusion. There is no death. There is only progression, and there is only moving from one place to other place, but there is no death. That is a one illusion. And the second illusion is you and me are separate. Okay, I am Sheetal, I am separate, and Sarita ma'am is separate. I am Sheetal is separate, and Devi ma'am is separate. Swapna is separate. This person is separate. Indian is separate. Pakistani is separate. Meditators are separate. Non-meditators are separate. No, vegetarians are separate. Non-vegetarians are separate. So much separation is there. So that is an illusion, my dear friends. We are all one, and we must come out of this illusion. So how do we come out of this illusion? Is only through the experience of oneself, through the experience of soul knowledge, through the experience of Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, and Mamatma Sarvabhutatma. That means that everything is like my creation. I am in everyone, and everyone is inside me, and whatever exists is all that is. So when we come to understanding, then all these things will vanish, like the illusion about our body, illusion about our separation, illusion about our death, everything will vanish, my dear friends. So only through meditation only, this illusion will be removed. Only inner travel can help us to remove this illusion. So we saw, right, like, when we practice meditation, before meditation, we come with so many fears, like simple fear, like, getting up in the night and going outside, or like, walking in the darkest room, or walking near the, like, big trees, like in India they show, right, the big people trees and all. So those are all fearful things we have placed inside our mind. But with the practice of meditation, slowly, we don't even work towards to get rid of those. Slowly the fear will go, the fear of talking, the fear of going outside, the fear of taking new tasks. Slowly things will change, my dear friends, because the soul is fearless. And with our thoughts and with our belief systems, we made it so fearful. And now with the practice of meditation, with that cosmic energy, we are peeling off one by one, and what left is that fearless soul, my dear friends. And that's why That's where we are going, and yes, we will come out of the illusion with the practice of meditation. And then the next chapter says is 3 steps. I guess if you know the Hindu culture, so there is a story, right? A Bali Chakravarti, and then asking about 3 feet of 3 feet of place. Here I don't want to go to this through the story, but what that 3 feet is, like when the Vamanavatara, that Vamanavatara is the divine consciousness. When it comes, and when then the Bali Chakravarti says that, you take the yeah, he seeks, give me 3 things, and then we know that, 1 foot he put it on the earth, and then the sky, and then the next one is on his head. But in the reality, what we must learn from this story is, my dear friends, so let we have to let the higher consciousness, the divine person, to take control of our body, the divine person to take control of our mind, the divine person to take control of our the super consciousness, soul, right? So that is a definition of 3 steps. So Sri Satya Sai Baba explained this concept, explained by Sri Satya Sai Baba, that everything, wherever there is a space, already we know that wherever there is a space, everything is Shivoham, right? So we must become that. Our body, our mind, our soul must become, fill with divinity, fill with divinity. That is the meaning of this 3 steps and Vamanavatara and Bali Chakravarti story, my dear friends. Great. Satya Sai Baba explained it so beautifully. And next one is also explained by Satya Sai Baba, Moshika Vahanudu. So what is Moshika Vahanudu means? Moshika means this mouse, you see, right? Mouse or rat, whatever you call. And then Ganesha is there. So the question is, what is Ganesha and what is Moshika Vahana? Ganesha is symbol of light, my dear friends, and Moshika is symbol of darkness. So we must have a control over the darkness. So what Ganesha is doing, he is riding on the Moshika. That means he's riding on the darkness, because he's a light, he's riding on the darkness. So one must become like Moshika Vahana. And then Vinayaka is a symbol that Vinayaka symbolizes that who removes the darkness, who removes the obstacles, whatever we do, right? So that's why every event, every puja, everything we start with Vinayaka puja, Ganesh puja, or any great event you take, right? First thing takes place is Ganesha. So that means whatever work we are taking, right, we are spreading the light. So when there is a light, we can see the things better, and we can take the actions better. We can make that work successful. So Vinayaka is symbol of great light. And then we will discuss this, and we will stop here, my dear friends. And the other chapter is Aharam Vyavaharam. So what is Aharam means? Like food. Vyavaharam means the things. So only through ahara, so only our body, we are thinking on for our body we need to feed, like whatever, dal, chawal, proteins, carbohydrates, or like all the things what we think, right? So that ahara is not the only thing what our body needs, my dear friends. So our see, for the food is needed, for our body, but they mentioned as Dehi and Deham. Deham means body, Dehi means soul. So the bread and butter for the body, but what does Dehi need? That soul. What is soul's food? So here it is saying that here Patriji mentioned that. So the food for the Atma is, first we have to direct our senses inward and then receive the cosmic energy. And that receiving the cosmic energy is nothing but the food for the soul. That is what Patriji is mentioning here, right? Pancha karmendriyalu. We have to make it inward, and then we receive the sukshma ahara. Sukshma ahara means like what do you call astral food? Astral food is nothing but cosmic energy. And then whatever we do with our senses, it will be a ahara for others. So for example, a person is eating so well, right? Here another type of food Patriji explained. A person is suffering with some kind of, like, thinking, or like maybe finding a job, or maybe he's not able to speak well or whatever, but he's eating fine, right? He's eating bread and butter, he's taking all the proteins and all. But how come, though he's taking so good food to the body, but why uh, his part of the brain is not thinking properly? So this Vyavaharam, what Patriji mentioning is like the Vyavaharam comes from the outside person's senses. So the example is like the person is feeling low, or the person is feeling not like he's feeling, maybe I'm not able, I'm not a good speaker, or whatever the low they are feeling, right? His friend comes and he says, oh, how nicely you are talking. Oh my God, you can crack interview so easily. So what happens? That encouragement becomes a ahara for this person. So whatever the senses, he used his senses, right? So he used his senses, and he used common sense, the senses and common sense. He used his sense to inspire this person. So what happened? So, oh, okay, is it really, I am speaking good? And or else, like, if you are practicing meditation, oh, you are doing good. If we say, oh, really, I'm doing good, then so that gives them a power. Even if you take the food, you will not get the power, but the inspiration which you get from the other person it will become ahara and vyavahara for the soul, my dear friends. And that's why we are here to exchange the ahara vyavahara among us. We are inspiring, we are becoming an inspiration, and also we are taking an inspiration from others. So what happens, no matter you eat proper food or not, once you take that inspiration, right, you feel so enthusiastic, you feel so energetic. If you don't get the inspiration, if you feel that of the not proper ahara is coming from outside, oh, the market is not good, our job market is not good, and people are getting sick, and corona is spreading everywhere. What kind of ahara you are getting? You are getting that low vibrational ahara. So once you take it, no matter how much how good exercise you do yoga, pranayamam, pilate, running, jogging, whatever you do, the ahara what you take is, if you consume that ahara, what happens? Automatically the system will go low, and the system will come down, my dear friends. So every time you become a good ahara for others, and you take the best ahara vyavahara from others. So this is beautifully explained by Patriji. So we become aharam to our. So he used that, our ears consume that ahara. So right, so when we are talking, we are consuming that ahara. So it must, like, not only the physical food, but the sensory food is ahara for our body, my dear friends. A person is completely sick, if he goes to a guru, and then the guru says, hey, you will get better soon. The immediately the moment he hears that, automatically the healing starts, right? So these, so many examples are there in You Are the Placebo book, my dear friends, the book by Joe Dispenza. He has kept so many wonderful examples of this, what is this aharam vyavaharam concepts in that book. So with this, we will stop here, and we will go into meditation. So I found the next page is beautifully, Patriji is sitting nicely and chilling out under white umbrella with a white kurti. Yes, so let us all go into meditation, my dear friends. Sit comfortably, hands into hands, fingers into fingers, gently close your eyes and be with your breath. We'll be doing 20 minutes meditation. Observe your normal and natural breath.